Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. I'm sitting out in the garden because I thought this would be the perfect place to talk a little bit about Amish peace. I was going through all of my books and I found a book I have not read yet, and this one is called Amish Peace, Simple Wisdom for a Complicated World. And I'm going to be sharing with you some of my thoughts, and we're going to be working through this book. I know a lot of people like to follow along with me. I will share in the description box, that is in the show notes, this book in case you want to follow along with me. Once a week we will have a video working on this book. Years ago I started with my Amish journey, talking about Amish wisdom and peace and how the Amish live, and that has been a real inspiration to me. And I want to read a few excerpts of this book, and then I'm going to share with you what do we mean by Amish peace and how do we gain that in our own lives. So this part I wanted to clarify with all of you. When I talk about Amish living, I am not talking about their religion or becoming Amish or pretending to be Amish. In fact, it is so much further than pretending to be Amish. Amish is all about simple living. To the casual observer, their lifeless simplicity seems based on living with less choice. When an Amish woman wakes up in the morning, she doesn't face countless decisions about how to carry on her day. Friday is house cleaning. Saturday is grass cutting. Monday is laundry day. She knows exactly what has to be done in what order. But having less choice isn't what makes the Amish life simple life. A truly simple life is much more than that. There's a verse in the Bible. Jesus tells his listeners not to lay up themselves treasures on earth where rust and moth fade, can attack it and destroy it. Matthew 6:19 and 21. So what we are going to be doing is basing our life on simple living and peace that the Amish provide. They help provide this peace because they live a life that's different than the world. We can choose parts of their life and we can live different in the world as well. So the introduction to all of this is, what can we do to simplify our life? And what can we do to learn and glean from other people? And for me, it's going back into time, going back to my roots, which I've done many videos on that. And for me, it's to not be part of the world, the complicated world system. It's to reject some of the world system and produce my own life here on my own little homestead. And one of them is my garden. I'm planting a lot of medicinal herbs to create my own medicines. I'm planting my own food to create our own preserves, to preserve our food for winter time. These are just simple things that I am doing, that I am basing on other lifestyles. But it's not just that. We can base so much of our life on what the world thinks of us and what the world wants us to do. And we can base our life on what we want to do and what the world is telling us not to do. The peace of your mind vanishes when you start thinking about all the things of what you have to do, what you have to get accomplished, what's going to happen if this happens and that. We can fill our lives with such fear and turmoil that it takes over our life. The Amish have a guiding principle that seems to rest on Jesus' words, to only live with things that they can really use and to treasure them. But not in the treasuring of where we are feeling that we are worshiping these things, but they treasure the things that won't tarnish and fade. They treasure the garden, the plants, the lifestyle, the peace, the sitting together at the table to eating a meal. They cherish all of these things because they didn't let the world bombard them. They didn't let the world's standards dictate how they were going to live their life. Treasure their families, their community, the people all around them. They cherish and they hold dear and close to their hearts all of these things. Animals, the sky, the nature. The Amish hold all of them things close. So we can adapt that in our life. We can adapt certain parts of the Amish lifestyle into our own life. In the next chapters, I'm going to be talking about the worth of money. And Amish proverb is, he who has no money is poor, but he who has nothing but money is even poorer. So we're going to go deep into all of these different subjects, and let's see what are the different chapters. Now, of course, I'm going to be reading some parts of the book, but a lot of it is going to be what I am learning through it and how I'm applying that in my own life. Small scale living, family first, Amish stuff, the Amish dress code, a love affair with scooters. Our daughter has a scooter. The cool factor, a word to the wise, off the grid, the clockless year. Now there sounds inspiring. A year without the clock. Wouldn't that be something if we had a whole year without the clock? And I would say even without the calendar. The whole year, not worry about the clock. I mean, we are talking about forgiveness and the freedom of forgiveness and all of these things, like be separate of the world, being sacred in silence. And I'm learning about silence. I'm learning about, if there's no words to say, then I don't need to say them. And I'm learning so much about taking the resources that I already have and using them and enjoying them. My life in the past used to be that I always hoarded things up and saved them for a rainy day. And I never used them. I mean, life is now. Why would I wait? So I'm getting things out and I'm using them, organizing things, donating things, putting things away, making my life so less cluttered. And I have room to think now. I have room to grow and learn. And a lot of it has to do with the lifestyle. And I'm using the word Amish peace because that's something that people can associate with. I can say slow living, but slow living is different for everybody. I mean, what may be slow living for me may be high paced for someone else. But when you capture this simple piece of the Amish into your own life, that is something that people can totally understand. And that's what we're going to be doing on my channel. In time, we are going to be diving deep and learning more. And I have a lot of notes that I'm using for my own life. So my videos are not, I am not telling you what to do. Absolutely not. I am not telling you what you need to do, what you should do. I'm telling you what I need to do, what I'm doing, and I am going to express that in my videos for all of you. I can tell you one thing, they will be drama-free and they will be full of peace, and they will give you a sense of safety and security and help you unwind after a totally chaotic world that we're living in. Time. I have so much more time than I ever thought I would have. These couple weeks have been transforming to me, and everything around me is changing. And I can't wait to share it with all of you. For those who don't care about these kind of videos, then I have other ones. Each video is a video in itself, so take it as it comes. As the summers progress, you will probably see more of me in my element as I get some of these older videos up. When I say older, I mean only a couple weeks. And as I do things outside of my little homestead here, you will see me going shopping and doing stuff like that. But this is my little heaven on earth. This is my safe place. I created this, and with my husband's help, of course, but this is my world. If I'm using books or I'm quoting books, you will know the books that I'm quoting, because there's a whole world of women like me who are deciding to turn back time and follow some of the wisdom and the teachings of the Amish.